Your neighbor just pulled up in a $200,000 luxury SUV, brand new, top of the line, and he thinks he's got the best of the best. But here's the thing. The BMW X7 sitting in my driveway right now, it has features that his car doesn't even come close to offering. And no, I'm not making this up. Some of these features will genuinely make you question what these other luxury brands are even doing with their engineering budgets. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to look at the X7 completely differently. So let me be clear about something. I'm not here to trash other cars. I am not here to say the X7 is perfect or that it's the only SUV worth buying. But what I am saying is that BMW did something really interesting with this vehicle. They packed it with technology and features that you'd expect to find in cars that cost way more. And in some cases, features that don't even exist in those more expensive options. We're talking about a full-size luxury SUV that starts around $75,000. And yet it's competing with vehicles double its price. How? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. I've spent weeks researching this. I've compared spec sheets. I've talked to owners. And I've driven this thing myself. So let's get into it. Here's the problem with the luxury SUV market right now. You've got brands charging insane amounts of money for what exactly? A fancy badge, soft leather, a smooth ride. Look, those things are nice. But when you really dig into what you're getting for your money, a lot of these vehicles start to fall apart under inspection. Take the average $200,000 luxury SUV. You're paying for prestige, you're paying for a name. But are you actually getting cutting-edge technology? Are you getting innovation? In many cases, the answer is no. You're getting a comfortable, good-looking vehicle that does exactly what luxury SUVs did 10 years ago, just with a few more screens. The X7, on the other hand, took a different approach. BMW said, forget just making it comfortable. Let's make it smart. Let's make it capable. Let's give people features they didn't even know they needed. And that's where things get interesting. Let's start with the obvious stuff first. The BMW X7 comes with a massive kidney grille that people either love or hate. But that grille isn't just for show. It's actually functional. Behind it sits an advanced cooling system that helps the engine perform better under stress. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Let's talk about the features that actually set this thing apart. First up, the two-axle air suspension with automatic self-leveling. Now, I know that sounds technical, but let me explain why this matters. Most SUVs, even expensive ones, have a standard suspension setup. You hit a bump, you feel it. You load up the back with luggage, the car sags a bit. The X7's air suspension automatically adjusts to keep the ride smooth and level no matter what you throw at it. Going off-road, it can raise itself up. Cruising on the highway, it lowers for better aerodynamics and fuel efficiency. This kind of adaptive suspension used to be exclusive to cars costing well over $150,000. Now, it's standard on the X7. Next, let's talk about the Sky Lounge panoramic roof. This isn't just a sunroof. This is a full glass roof with over 15,000 LED lights built into it. At night, you press a button and your ceiling turns into a starry sky. Your passengers sit back, look up, and feel like they're in a planetarium. I'm not joking. This feature alone has made people choose the X7 over competitors. It sounds like a gimmick until you experience it. Then you realize it completely changes the atmosphere inside the car. Here's the thing. Find me another SUV under $200,000 that offers this. I'll wait. Moving on to the gesture control system. This is where BMW really pushed boundaries. You can control certain functions in the car just by waving your hand. Want to turn up the volume? Spin your finger in a circle in the air? Want to decline a phone call? Swipe your hand to the side. No touching required. Now, some people call this unnecessary, but think about it. You're driving. Your hands are on the wheel. You don't want to look down and fiddle with buttons. Gesture control lets you stay focused on the road while still controlling your environment. It's small, but it's the kind of detail that shows BMW was thinking ahead. And what about Parking Assistant Professional? This isn't just a backup camera. The X7 can literally remember the last 50 meters you drove and reverse out of a tight spot all by itself, steering exactly the way you came in. Imagine you pull down a narrow, dead-end alley. Instead of doing a 20-point turn, you just press a button, and the car backs itself out perfectly. It's an incredible party trick. But it's also incredibly useful in real-world parking situations, that would stress out even the most experienced drivers. It's a feature that demonstrates a level of autonomous capability that many rivals, even pricier ones, just don't offer yet. Then there's the integral active steering. This is a game changer for a vehicle this big. At low speeds, the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction of the front wheels, making the X7 feel like a much smaller, more nimble car. The turning circle is surprisingly tight, making U-turns and navigating parking garages a breeze. But at high speeds, the rear wheels turn in the same direction as the front, which increases stability during lane changes on the highway. It makes the X7 feel incredibly planted and secure. This isn't just about comfort, it's about confidence and safety. It's sophisticated engineering that you can truly feel from behind the wheel. And we can't forget the Bowers and Wilkins Diamond surround sound system. Now, most luxury cars offer a premium sound system, but this is on another level. We're talking 20 speakers, a 1500-watt amplifier, and tweeters made from actual lab-grown diamonds. Why diamonds? Because they are incredibly rigid and light, allowing for the clearest, most precise high-frequency sounds you've ever heard in a car. Listening to music in here isn't just background noise. It's like being in a private concert hall. The level of audio fidelity is something you typically find only in ultra-high-end home audio setups. It's not in an SUV that starts under $80,000. So, when you add it all up, the adaptive air suspension, the Sky Lounge roof, gesture control, the self-reversing parking assistant, active steering, and that concert hall sound system, you start to see the picture. The BMW X7 isn't just another luxury SUV. It's a technology powerhouse that delivers features and innovation that punch way above its price tag. While other brands are busy polishing their badges and charging you a premium for yesterday's technology, BMW was focused on building the future. They didn't just build a comfortable vehicle, they built a smart one. So, is your neighbor's $200,000 SUV still the king of the block? I'm not so sure. It might have a different badge, but it's missing out on some of the coolest, most useful tech on the road today. The X7 proves that you don't have to spend a fortune to get true cutting-edge innovation. It really does make you wonder what those other brands are spending their money on. What do you think? Are these features game changers, or are they just expensive gimmicks? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about the value proposition of the X7 compared to its more expensive rivals. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of cars. See you in the next one.